Hello, y'all. I know I'm coming late, but I'm here anyways. Better late than never. How y'all doing? Hope y'all are having an amazing day. Hope life is treating you guys with love and a whole bunch of other stuff. I wanted to come on here because my mind just went on something. My mind just went on a video of an idea, and as you guys know, I'm always being asked questions, which is a good thing. I love being asked questions. I think questions is a great way to work the mind. You know what I mean? So I figured let me come on here and speak about it. Let me encourage someone. Let me motivate someone. Let me know where you guys coming from, man. Let me know where you watching me from, where you viewing me from, what's going on. Let me know where y'all coming from. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Hey, Nooni, how you doing? Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Blessings and love and peace and joy to you guys. I hope you're all having an amazing, what's today, Wednesday? Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday or Thursday or Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Hey, Teresa. Hope life is treating you guys with love and respect and honor and a whole bunch of stuff. Angela, how you doing? Nashville in the house, Mississippi. Okay. Hey, Shirley. I think I broke my bracelet. So, I want to speak on this. Hey, Suzette, how you doing? Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Suzette. I appreciate you. Hey, Miranda. I want to speak on something very simple. Hey, Tina. Feeling stuck. One of the biggest traps. Hey, Sangria, how you doing? Louisiana in the house. I'm in Georgia. One of the biggest traps that we experience, one of the biggest traps in relationships, one of the biggest things that affects us when we come to dating and relationships. Hey, Angela, is actually the feeling of being stuck, and I think that's why many of us can't leave, right? Hey, Stacy Wood, how you doing? I think many of us have experienced this before. I have experienced being stuck in a relationship. And I couldn't leave, but I had to break free because I learned something from that. We learn, as we go older, right? Hey, Linda. Hey, Louis. As we get older, as we go through these things, we learn. But the thing to learn is to go through it, right? Without going through it, you can't learn. And I think this is the best thing about learning. So now I have shifted my mindset when it comes to learning and experiences. I have a great outlook to learning. And learning is not always fun. What's up, Steven? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Learning is not always the best feeling. It's not always fun, but it's necessary because if you don't learn, you get to a place where you're not growing, right? So I've used this opportunities to learn, just to take in information and understanding when it comes to life. So when we go to something harsh or something that looks negative or looks bad, it's just all a part of learning, right? Hey, Melissa, how are you doing? So when it comes to being stuck, a lot of us feel like we are stuck, like we can't leave, like we can't move on. Like when we know something is bad for us, we know the relationship is bad for us, but we cannot move on because we feel like we can't go nowhere. And there are many different reasons why we feel that way, right? Hey, Carla. But many of us have entered this situation. Many of us have been in relationships where you are being disrespected. You are being cheated on. Selena, how you doing? Hey, Rena. You are being lied to. You are being affected in all different ways. But we feel like we are stuck. Hey, Kelly. Having no options. No. We have options. Just mean that we can't move on from a relationship. We don't want to move on. We can't move on. We don't know where to go. Should I move on? Should I stay? Because actually, that's a lot of the times is should I move on or should I stay? Should I leave or should I stay? And I think many of us, that situation right there, that question, should I leave or should I stay? And when you begin to ask that question, should I go or should I stay, is when trouble is in the situation. A lot of us we stay in a situation, we stay married for 20 plus years and we know So sometimes you feel like you can't move on. Sometimes you don't even feel like, moving on is an option. Because in all reality, this is me. This is where I'm at, and maybe I should accept it. Maybe this is all I have, and we can't leave. But feeling stuck is one of the biggest lies that your emotions tell to you. Feeling stuck is one of the biggest lies that you're going to experience. Feeling stuck is really 18 years. Why, Stacy? Wow, that's a long time. Feeling stuck is a lie that we tell ourselves. And it's not we telling ourselves, it's our emotions that's talking to us. Our feelings and our fears that's that's talking to us the most. Just you feel like you can't go. That's just a feeling. Because I learned a long time ago, no matter what you feel, your legs still move. You know what I mean? Hey, Lisa, no matter what you feel, your legs are still able to move. No matter what you feel, your body could always do something else. No matter what's going on with what you think and what you feel, and your body could always do something. And your legs could always move, and your arms could always move. And we think that it's real, but it's not real. But the feeling is real. Let me tell you this. When you're being stuck, right, is your emotions and your feelings are strong, even though you know it's not a good relationship. Your emotions are strong, your feelings are strong, and sometimes you are confused in, what they are doing. You're confused in what's going on. You're confused in your own feelings. Well, I know I should be treated better. I know this should be better, but I like this person. I love this person. I want this person. Hey, Candy, right? I want this person. I want this person. I love this person, but it ain't right. But I'd rather keep the feelings than get rid of the relationship. I'd rather keep the feelings. Yeah, it really hurts. I'd rather keep the feelings than get rid of the relationship. Even though the feelings are a lie, the feelings it feels real. The relationships ain't. And many of us get stuck. You get stuck when you love someone and think that they might change. Think that they can change. I think this is one of the worst reasons of being stuck. You love somebody and you're hoping and you're waiting for them to change. And as you wait for them to change, in that part right there, hey Fatima, that part right there, when you wait for them to change, but you love them, in that area, when you hope for them to change, you are right there waiting. Every day you making sure they change. You see what they are doing, but you have this idea in your mind that they're gonna change, and sooner or later God's gonna answer your prayers, and sooner or later God might say, okay, change their hearts, and you praying for God to change their hearts, and you praying and you praying and you praying, but yet every day you pray, you're still feeling miserable, you're still feeling anxious, you're still feeling insecure, you're still feeling pain physically, emotionally. Many times people in that stage waiting for folks to change, and the thing is, while you wait for a person to change, you realize you begin to change in a way that you don't want. So many of us are waiting for someone to change while we change in ways where we don't like. We become anxious, we lose trust, we lose respect, we lose a whole bunch of stuff, and we don't even realize. As we wait for someone to change, our anxiety begins to grow. Think about it. When you're waiting for somebody to change, you're exhausted, right? When you wait for somebody to change, your anxiety is on high, isn't it? Because you feel like, well, maybe God answered my prayers. And I don't know why we don't pray to God to change our hearts. We praying to God to change their hearts. I don't understand why. People get stuck when they don't have many other connections, friends and families. A lot of times people get stuck when they cut those things off. When they cut those things off, they cut off their friends, their family. Hey, Angela, they cut off a whole bunch of stuff just to be with someone, and then they get stuck because they have lost all their friends, they have lost all their family, they have cut everybody off, because a lot of people will come into your life and have you, and, they will encourage you and influence you to cut people off. Nobody don't like us. They are jealous of us. They don't really want us. They don't want us to be, this is not, I think we should stop talking to them because they don't understand, because they're single and they just don't like me because, I'm, it's not me, but it's your friends, and they get you in a place where you cut off you stop talking to your mom because they begin to convince you that your mom is jealous. Your daddy is jealous. Your sisters are jealous. Your brothers are jealous. They don't understand what we have. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand what we have. They don't know what's going on with us. I think they're jealous. See, because they're single, they don't have it. See what I'm saying? A lot of us, man, listen, a lot of us, we praying to God to change the people's heart, but we don't pray to change our hearts. And I think as we ask and wait for people to change, we are changing in a way that we don't like. Next thing you know, by the time they change, you ain't even want them no more. By the time they change, you ain't even, when you're like, I'm done. I don't even want you no more. I don't even want this shit no more. It's been 10 years. It been 10 years you've been praying for them to change. By the time they change, they're like, yeah, it's a lot of people in a situation. It's a lot of people. I've had women inbox me and tell me they've been praying to God to change their husband's heart. And in my mind, it was for thinking. In my mind, I'm like, how about you change your heart? 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 Because the issue is not them, it's us. They are being exactly who they want to be. They are being exactly who they want to be. They are doing exactly what they want to do, and they are doing what pleases them. Seriously. But here we are, being anxious, being insecure. Listen, we begin to think that we are even unattractive. We begin to find ourselves unattractive. We begin to find ourselves, we're not appealing anymore because we wait for them to change. Because if they want all these people, them cheating with this person, you question, what the hell? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? As soon as they feel you about to exit the relationship, yeah, you're right, Christina. You are very right. What amazes me is when they consider extreme jealousy of being hit a sign of being loved. That's completely, that's one of them things too, man. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? You going through that, Dina? Listen, if you go into those things, understand is that your feelings, it's just a feeling. I think many times, how do you end things without being seeming rude, even for friendship? Don't worry about being rude, or you speak your heart. You tell people that, hey, listen, this is not working out anymore, and I think this should be finished. This is not about being rude or sounding rude. This is about being honest with yourself. And sometimes being honest with yourself, people will think it's rude. People will think it's bad. People will think you're bad. People will think you're mean. But it's not. That's not the case. People are gonna think exactly how they want to think, but we have to understand, we have to be true to us. If you want to end things, because it is actually more harsh to carry on things when you don't mean it. It's more rude to continue a relationship when your heart is not there. Seriously, it's actually evil. It's actually evil to carry on a relationship when you don't even want to be there, because everything that they do begin to annoy you. No, you become the bad person. Everything that they do, they sneeze, they walk, they cough, you are annoyed. You are completely annoyed because you don't want to be there anymore. Your heart is not there. So I think, don't worry about being rude. Just be honest. You don't have to you don't have to be disrespectful, but you can be honest. How do you save your marriage when the other person doesn't desire you? Why would you want to save anything? Sometimes relationships die. Relationships sometimes die. And there's nothing to be saved. When somebody don't want you, it's just what it is. Somebody don't want you. If my wife tell me, Kirk, I don't want you no more, what am I saving? Listen, sometimes when you try to save a relationship with someone, you end the one with yourself. Sometimes you can't save it. Sometimes when you try to save a relationship with someone, a lot of times you end the one with yourself. And when you end that one, oh my God. When you end the one with yourself, when you don't see yourself anymore, when you don't respect yourself anymore, because when you try to save that thing when you know it's ridiculous, you take an energy from you and put it in that, and that person is not even care. You rowing the boat by yourself. You rowing the boat. You rowing the boat. You see them right there looking at you. You rowing, and they're not even trying to row the boat. They're like, I don't want to go nowhere. And you rowing, you row your boat gentle down the stream. You by yourself rowing all these years. It is very, 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 after a while, you realize, stop rowing the boat. Let the boat sink. Let the ship sink. Because sometimes it needs to be sunk. Sank. Sunk. Sometimes the ship needs to be sunk. See, I mean, and it's a sad truth, but it's a reality. Sometimes the journey has come to an end. The journey has come to an end. Don't try to keep something alive that's already dead. Don't try to give a dead situation CPR. Don't try to give water, to a dead plant. It is done. It's time to water yourself. It's time to feed yourself. And that's perfectly fine. It's just sometimes things come to an end. No matter what you do, the person don't want it. You want it. You see what I'm saying? When you see that, it's not because in all reality, like I tell people. Yeah, exactly, Stacey. Like I tell people, relationships don't end. They transform. Yeah, Romana, relationships don't end. They just transform. They switch. They just next. They continue. It's like life. Relationship. They just cool, low for real. You end the one with yourself, man. When you end the relationship with yourself, man, suffering kicks in. Yeah, you still be in a marriage, but you don't feel good about yourself. Yeah, you still be married to the person, but you feel so terrible. Yeah, you still be married to the person, but your self-esteem. Yeah, you still married to the person, but you don't trust them. Yeah, you still married, but you wait for them to change their mind again. Have you ever been in a relationship where somebody told you once or twice that they don't want you, and then you convince them to take you back, but in the whole time while taking them back, even though you're still together, you still don't feel safe? You still don't feel secure. You still don't feel connected. You still don't feel like you have anxiety because now you gotta walk on eggshells. You gotta try to do the right things, and you can't say what you want to say, do what you want to do, because at any moment you think that they might just end it anyways. That's a bad place to be in. When you gotta walk on eggshells for a relationship, it's a bad place to be in. And sometimes you have to just realize enough is enough. You have to realize that some things come to an end. It's done. It's over. It's okay. That's what it has to be okay. It's not that you're a failure. It's just that at different stages in our life, we meet people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Belinda, we meet people who we needed, right? We meet people. Hey, Kiera, how you doing? We meet people who we needed, who we once needed. And after a while, as you progress, as you evolve, as you change, as you become who this beautiful person is, after a while, you realize that, well, I needed you then. Just like the breath, but this is not good. This is breaking me. This is tearing me apart. Hey, Sadie, how you doing? I must separate myself. And that's perfectly fine. No, you no longer need that person. It is okay to separate. But a lot of times, our ego tries to hold on. Hey, Miss Shirley Ford, how you doing? So we just have to be good. A lot of times we feel stuck when you have put in so much time and you don't want anyone else to benefit from that person. My Lord. Sometimes, I remember when I was leaving my relationship, I put in 14 years. And when you put in that much years, right? I won't tell you they don't want you. They show you by actions. Facts. True. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, sometimes you put in so much years and so much time. And that stuff ain't going good. It's not going right. You're not happy there. Nothing is where it should be. But the thing is, man, do I want somebody to benefit from what I've built with this person? And so then you become stuck. I want to leave, but I don't want to leave, because if I leave, what if somebody else benefit? What if somebody else come? What if he finds a better person? What if she finds a better person and they begin to treat them good, and shit, what should I do? So you begin to play. How many relationships did you have? Those questions, I don't understand those questions. Why? 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 Lord, have mercy. Can you just enjoy the conversation or get out? You don't have to. Jeez, man. Why you want to know how many I had? Hey, Kelly. Ask them if they can't hear me. Watch. Most people don't leave until they realize the abuser is a liar, and or someone steps in and helps them learn to leave. I have a few friends I I ask them if they can't hear me. Okay, I get you. I get you. If anyone thinks that in a relationship they are not for you, yeah, we have to understand, man. Sometimes, man, we feel stuck because we don't know. We don't know if all this time I put in, it has to count for something, right? And I think that's one of the biggest stuck. Thinking that, yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest stuck. I mean, being stuck, thinking that somebody, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Sherelle, is I put in so much time. A lot of us, right? A lot of us, our biggest issue, our biggest thing is the time that you had together. Cynthia, I hear you. We have so many years together, 10 years, 15 years, 11 years, and that right there, it becomes an illusion because you think all these years mean something. To be honest, what does it mean? Especially when you're not happy, when you're not at peace. Seriously, what does it really mean? What does it really mean when you have 15, 20 years together, but you're still miserable, you're still anxious, you're still insecure, them years don't mean a damn thing. Hey, Jesse, them years don't mean a damn thing. Them years already gone. You don't have years. Years already passed. The years had you. And you have to understand, you don't have 15 years. Now, I've been married for 8 years, been together for 10 years, yet I can't see those years. I can see in the things that I've built with the lady. But I'm saying, listen, the years, don't let the years or the time be an illusion. Time is time. Time is already gone. Time is completely gone. What do you have now? If you still have misery, insecurity, anger, and all these things on a daily basis, that's what you have. You don't have 11 years, you have suffering. So we have to understand, one of the reasons why we get stuck is because we have all these years together, but yet you don't see what you have. Your truth is you have misery. The truth is you are insecure. The truth is you have anxiety, you have panic attacks, you have heart issues, you have stress. That's what you have. Not 15 years together, you have stress. Time is already gone. So we have to understand, to set ourselves free, we have to look at the truth. See, when you lie to yourself, we get stuck. Lies keep us stuck. The lies said, I have 12 years. That's a lie. You don't have 12 years. You only have now. The truth is I have now. And now is terrible. Seriously. Now, I know, listen, this is not easy to leave people. It's not easy at all. You leave in what you know. No matter how bad it was. Like, no matter how bad it is, you leave in what you know. What you know, no matter how bad, abusive, hurtful, is still what you know. And it's still more scarier to many people to go to the unknown. It's still scarier to go to the unknown place where you could be free, where you could be happy, where you could be finding someone else. It's scarier to go to the unknown because what you know is what you know. You know what to expect. You know what it feels like. You know what it's going to be tomorrow. You know what next is going to be. So that's safety for many people. We have to be careful because that's a big illusion. We got to stop lying to ourselves. I'm telling you, one of the biggest lies is I have 15 years. People think it's better to stay with the devil. The devil, I'm telling you, then take a chance. Listen, that's facts. That's facts. That's what it is. I left what I knew, and I'm so glad. I'm telling you, sometimes you gotta leave what you know. Because the truth is, what you have is your emotions, your feelings. You're stuck. Your feelings of insecurity, pain, suffering. Many times we get stuck when you get to a place where somebody have beaten you up so much. One of the reasons why we feel like we're stuck, somebody have beat us up so much, abused you so much, lied to you, tell you that nobody gonna want you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to beat you up. They're going to beat you up. You're going to feel emotionally dead. And when you get to that place, you feel like you can't go nowhere because you have no strength. And that right there is one of the biggest reasons why this feeling of being stuck comes in. They beat you up so badly, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, that you can't move. You actually feel stuck. And a lot of us experience this. A lot of us experience this, but I'm telling you right now, sometimes you have to realize that it's not true. If you believe a lie, you will be stuck. If you believe, see, anytime, see, listen, there are two different frequencies. A lie carries a frequency, and the truth carries a different frequency. When a lie is being carried out within you, and when a lie is being expressed and experienced within you, it slows you down. It's heavy. You begin to feel a way about yourself that you don't like. You begin to feel trauma. You begin to feel, a lie is like trauma is happening now. It's not happening now. That's a lie. Freedom is happening now. That's the truth. Trauma is like trauma. Trauma is a lie. Because the truth is, it's not happening right now. It happened 28 years ago. The memory comes back and it makes you think that it's the truth, but it's not the truth. It's a lie. So whenever you carry in a lie in your frequency, in your body, the body will experience it as a lower vibration. It's going to feel heavy. You're going to feel tired. It's going to feel draining. It's going to feel like you're insecure. I don't feel good. I'm not beautiful. I'm not good enough. Because that's the frequency of a lie. But then there's the truth. The truth will give you a different frequency. I ain't telling you that it's going to feel good. The truth is, the truth don't feel good. Listen, the truth don't always feel good though. I ain't gonna lie. Point, letting go is being hard, but I know is what I need. Yeah. The truth don't always feel good. What's up, butterfly heart? How you doing? But I'm telling you, it's necessary. It's necessary. Beat you mental, physically. Listen, we have to understand. So we have to understand, man, they will beat you so much. I'm not talking about just physically put their hands on you, but emotional. Because listen, an emotional whooping, shit. An emotional beating ain't no joke. An emotional beating is not a joke. That is not something that is very heavy in your spirit. A psychological beating, man, is a mental beating. That stuff keeps you right there. But I'm going to tell you today, don't trust the feeling. You can't always trust the feeling. When you feel heavy, when you feel and all that stuff, that feeling, the reason why you feel so heavy and drained and tired and hateful and all them stuff is because the body is experiencing a lie. It's a lower vibration. That means you have to find the truth. You have to find the truth. You have to find the truth. You just can't say, well, this is just where I am. It's not where you are at. It's what you accepted. You can accept the truth or a lie. But if you're gonna keep fighting the lie, then your body's gonna react with the lie. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I'm telling you guys, man, look for the truth. The body experiences truth differently. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. That lower vibration of the lie will whoop your butt. A lot of times we get stuck. We feel stuck because a lot of women have told me this before. What's up, Miss Cleo? How you doing? A lot of women have told me this. I don't think I can get anything better. I don't think I can get anything better. I don't think I can have a better person. I don't think I could have a better man or woman. I don't think better exists. You see what I'm saying? I don't think better exists. And that belief is also a lie. And even if it don't exist, one of the traps is holding on to the old one until you find somebody better. That is the worst thing to do. Because you don't leave just because somebody might be better. You leave because you're not free. You leave because you're not happy. Yeah. You leave because you are miserable. You leave because this is not what I signed up for. You leave because physically, emotionally, mentally, you have stopped growing. You leave because this is not where you want to be. That's why you leave. You're not leaving because somebody else might be better. Somebody else might be there. Sometimes you have to leave because it is not safe there anymore. Listen, man, I want us to understand something very important. Something I had to understand. Something that I had to understand, man. Yeah, Virginia. Something I had to understand is that, and I said this before, what you carry is very powerful. And you carry the creator, you carry the created, you carry God within you. You carry your presence. You carry the Most High. And when that presence is not being appreciated, you gotta put that somewhere, somebody, you gotta put that play, you gotta put that somewhere safer. You can't just put this energy around anybody when they're abusing it. You see what I'm saying? When they are abusing it, when they don't recognize it. If somebody don't recognize the presence, you gotta move it. Like for real, listen, you carry life. You carry, yeah, listen. And in that carrying that, man, listen, you can't keep yourself around that environment that your light is just dark. Your light now is black, it's turned off. The bulb, the bulb is missing, it's just broken, it's cracked. You can't, you owe the life within you a better experience. This is life trying to experience freedom within you. Life is trying to experience freedom within us. You know, someone said, you see those desires that you have? This is what someone said. Someone said, those desires that you have to be and to do as you want, it is God within you trying to experience that in the physical world. So that desire that you have is not yours, it's the Creator's experience, to experience that life as you would, to experience it in that way. You see like how they say Christ came as God? Well, it's like God trying to have the experience in you, and it gives you desires, and it gives you all these things so that the Spirit can experience those desires. You can't just you can't just leave. Listen, would you leave? Listen. Can I ask you a question? No, I don't want to. Listen, I don't want to upset nobody. And I don't want to compare. Would you leave your child, your most precious gift, in just anybody's hands? Like, seriously, somebody that you don't trust. Like, seriously. Would you leave your precious gift, your life, in somebody's hands? And would you leave your precious child, newborn baby, in somebody's hands that you don't know? Hey, dude, I don't know your name. Can you watch my child for a second? I'm going to the bathroom real quick. You probably wanted to know himself. Yeah, Miranda, yeah. You will never do that. So why do we leave ourselves, this presence, this God that we carry? Why do we leave this around people? You sleep. How do you, man, you sleeping in a bed next to someone who you don't trust? How do you, can I ask you a question? How do you sleep with somebody without condoms and check their phones after? How do you sleep with somebody with no condoms and no protection and don't trust them on their phones? Man, I don't understand. I don't get it. If I can't trust you on the phone and who you're talking to, I'm not sleeping with you. Like, we check for the wrong things. Do you see the current? We're checking for the wrong things. I'm not going to sleep with you, especially unprotected, and then check your phone. The phone is the last thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about catching something. I want to know what spirit am I entangling within me, who you checking phones. It's not making sense, but it feels good. I mean, it makes sense to many people. Well, I'm sleeping with you every day, but I got to check your phone every day. If you got to check your phone, don't sleep with people. Man, we doing too much. But a lot of us feel stuck because a lot of us don't feel like we can do better. Exactly, Candy. He needed us to understand himself. It's the same way we also learn about who we are through the eyes of others. Facts. Hey, Jamisha, you late. Jamisha, you late. But we gotta take accountability in what we're doing. I can't stay too long because I have to go cook. I'm just letting you all know. I can't stay too long. Yeah, Jamisha, you late. Why you late? The bell rang 34 minutes ago. Good afternoon, Latika. Good afternoon. People are walking around, shrinking themselves and being unfulfilled. Ain't that true though? That is good. That is true. That is very true. Being trouble banded, I know I deserve better. I'm telling you. Listen, we get stuck I hear a lot of people say this one reason. I'm stuck because I don't want to start over. Have you heard that before? Have you done that before? What's going on, Simply Deep? How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm at work. I go on vacation tomorrow. Oh, good, 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 good. Do your stuff. Do your stuff. Hey, Linda, have you ever heard it before? I don't want to start over. Boy, that's the biggest lie that we tell ourselves. I don't want to start over. I'm doing great too, man. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Hey, Cassandra, how are you doing? I'm stuck because I don't want to start over. Start over what? Ma'am, what are you trying? Start over what? Because what do you think you have? What do you think you have that you don't want to start over? Ma'am, sir, you have nothing. You don't have what you want. You have nothing. What are you starting over doing? You have nothing. I don't want to start over. You should start over because right now you're miserable. A lot of people don't want to start over. A lot of people not even realizing that every morning that you wake up is a new start. You just remember in the old crap and you gravitate to the old crap. Every morning that we wake up is a new start. Believe it or not, is a new start. Every time you go to sleep and wake up, it's a reset. But our memories are so strong. Our memories are so strong that we remember the past, yesterday, who we with, who we this, what we doing, our job, and we go back to what we know. Every day you start over. Hey, Colleen, thank you for joining. Every day you start over. It's an illusion that you think that you got to start over, that you have something. You don't have anything. I heard somebody told me, hey, I've been with him. We've been together 8 years on and off. That don't make sense. On and off? No, when did you stop? You stopped last month? Then you start back again this month? You've been together for 6 days. Listen, you can't be with somebody off and on for 10 years. We've been together off and on for 10 years. No. When is the last time you broke up? 2022. And when did you get back together? 2023. Well, you've been together for a year. That's what you got 1 year. Cut that nonsense out. We find so much ways to lie to ourselves to make ourselves feel more encouraged. We find so many ways. We are so creative when it comes to lying to ourselves. Like, think about it. We are so creative when it comes to lying to ourselves. One of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves, yeah, God is working on me. No, ma'am, sir, just do the damn thing. Stop saying crap about God working on you. Just do it. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. But don't lie about God is working on me. Ma'am, you have a choice. Go ahead and do it. Well, I'm not ready yet. Then just say that. Just say that. Just say that you don't want to do it. But we find so many creative ways to lie to ourselves and not do what we want to do. That is crazy. It's just crazy. I don't understand. So I'm telling you guys, man, one of the reasons is I don't want to start over. Sir, you start over every day. Sir, what you trying to hold on to, you don't like it. Sir, ma'am, you are holding on to something that you don't like. That's causing you diseases and diseases and stagnation and resentment and anger and even hatred. And you don't want to start over? What do you think you have? What do you think? What thou dost think that thou have? It don't make sense, but it sounds good. Exactly, Alicia. Just start the damn thing. Just start it. So one reason why, again, we stay stuck is because we say we don't want to start over. Many people are in this situation. How many of us, be honest, how many of us are right here? I don't want to start over. I don't want to, I don't want to start over because I got to get to know somebody still. I got to get, to know somebody again. I got to date them and I hate that process and I can't stand it. And to get to know somebody. How many of us, be honest? How many of us say that nonsense? Being stuck is a choice. It happens to be a choice. Yeah. Many of us, now, many of us don't like dating. I get it. Many of us don't like the beginning stage of dating because, they think that people lie and people send their they're a rep to talk to them. You know, people be is annoying because now I don't know the rules anymore. I've been single for a long time. I don't know what these people are doing. There's the new age dating. You know, you know what I'm saying? There's the new stuff. These people be lying, they be cheating, they be having the whole family there, and they don't this, and oh my God, I don't like it. Listen, you gotta cut that stuff out, man. You gotta cut that stuff out. Hey, Jermaine. You gotta cut that stuff out. You gotta cut that stuff out because that belief system will become real. You know, what you believe is true. But it's not true because it's true. It's true because it becomes true because you believe it. Once what you believe becomes facts. You have to be careful. John said, women are beautiful. I'll never stop approaching them. Oh my God. Listen. What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that get you clowned, and how would you handle those situations in general? I'm not sure what movies or what type of situations that, but you went off topic, yeah. But it is cool, but I'm not sure what situations, and I don't really want to talk about movies right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about movies right now, because movies, you read that book, Candy? Starting over can be difficult, but sometimes it's worth it. It's always worth it. Remember, life is not supposed to go here or there. Life, you see, when you think life is supposed to be this or that, we suffer. When we let life be what it is, we become free. I think we have a certain thing that we think life should be. How are you going to tell life what it should be? How do we tell? It's like telling God, this is what, that's not what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. That's like telling life what it should or shouldn't be. Why don't you just let life, you know, if we would just begin to let life be as it is and stop trying to drive and let life drive, sit your ass in the passenger seat and just take the ride. But we can't do that. So we have a specific destination that we are trying to go to, and we're telling life, don't do this. And then we hold on to people for too long. We hold on to relationships for too long. Even when this stuff is dying, we're trying to bring it back to life. Some things life is trying to let go and you're trying to hold on to, it causes you suffering. It causes you suffering. You have to sit in the passenger seat. Sit your ass down in the passenger seat and let life, it knows where it's going. Listen, it's been here many years before you have. It knows where it's going. It knows what it's doing. It's been there millions of years every single time, but you can't just surrender. So many of us get stuck because I don't want to start over. Let life do what it does. People stop trying to hold on to tight. You know, when you try to hold on to tight to something, it takes you wherever it goes. Which saying, Candy? The more you feel it, that is true. What did I just say? I said something just now. What the heck did I just say? I totally forgot what I said. Do you remember what I just said? Sit my ass down. It knows what it is. I'm telling you. Listen, Stacy. Man, listen. You don't understand. Sometimes you gotta trust sitting thy ass down. Because that's doing something that we are not used to. Sitting thy ass down is a skill that many of us don't have. Hey, Amanda, how are you doing? You gotta sit thy ass down. Thank you for the advice and perception of outlook. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. I did, Miranda. I did. I got it. If you hold on to something, yes, thank you, Nanny. Hey, Nanny. If you hold on to something for so long, if you hold on too tight, it takes you wherever it goes, and you don't want to go. You trust me, you don't want to go. We are being dragged. We are being dragged all over. We are being dragged. We're being dragged. Trying to hold on to something dragging us. Oh, it hurts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, Miss Clark, how you doing? I mean, if you hold on too tight, sometimes you have to hold on, but you know when it's trying to get out of your hands. You know when somebody's trying to... Have you ever hugged a child? Have you ever hugged someone? Have you ever hugged someone? Because the thing about it, we have this very powerful sense. Human beings do. We do, right? We do. We have this powerful sense that when you hug somebody, the hug comes to an end at the perfect time because you know when it's time to release. Hey, Christine, we know this. Listen, we know this, right? We have this innate sense. We just have this sense within us that we know when something is end, but we just don't want to accept it. Don't we? So when we hug a child or hug a person or hugging your spouse or hugging your friend, you know when a person is done. You just know it. And then you release your grip. But when it comes to this body language, right? But when it comes to anything else that you don't want to let go, you feel the pain. You feel it pushing you back. You feel the drainage. Yeah, you feel you feel like you feel it staying there. Hey, God dang. Like, come on. We know what it is, but we just refuse. So we rather be dragged. Hey, Diane, we rather be dragged than just be set free. And then we complain about not being free because we're holding on too tight to something. But we know what it is. You feel the loss before they are even gone. Yeah, I'm telling you. Another thing about reprogramming the mind, why is it triggering to experience the opposite of what you are used to? I know it's memory, however, how do you not let it control you? You just let it be. You let it be. There's no pretty way to put it. You just let it be. Let it be. Let things be as they are. Listen, I'm telling you, one of the books, you all know I read a lot of Buddhist books, right? I read a lot of Western books. I study a lot of Western stuff. I think Miranda asked me if I'm more of a Buddhist type. And I would say if I had to choose, which I'm not anything, but if I had to choose something, it would be those Western, those Eastern stuff. I had this book that I got. Please don't get this book because if you get it, you probably will be bored to your mind, okay? Don't get it because it's not what you want. I'm not recommending this book. I'm not recommending this book, okay? So don't screenshot this book. Don't screenshot this book and get it and think that you're going to be bored because you're going to fall asleep. But it's called You Are Here. You Are Here. I can't pronounce his name ever. Thich Nhat Hanh. I can't say his name. But You Are Here. I started reading his books years ago. You Are Here. And this book helped me out so much because it made me realize there's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. It's just here. I'm just here. And a matter of fact, when I meditate, part of my meditation is I am here. I might think that I'm with her. I might think that I'm there. But the truth is I am here. And when I let go of the illusion that I am there or I am with this person, I am that person, I am this ego, I am this idea, I realize I just come back here and I'm perfectly fine because the truth is, here is a beautiful place. Ain't it though? I don't want to, I'm not trying to be sentimental. I ain't trying to be all sensitive and stuff. But ain't here a beautiful place? Why don't we want to be here? Do you know what I mean? Why don't we want to ever be here? And if you're not here, get there. Get here. Be here. It's okay to be here. We got to let go. Good, Kelly, good. Because if it's not yours, and understand this, nothing belongs to you here. Why can't we get used to the idea that nothing belongs to you? Ain't nothing yours here. You didn't make anything. Here is a beautiful place because I am in that space. You have to be present. I'm telling you all, man, part of us being stuck is because we don't want to start over. But the question is, starting over from what? Starting over from where? Every day is a new start. Every day is your new thoughts, new feelings. You have to start over regardless. Starting over is a beautiful thing because you get to build what you want to build instead of dealing with what's being built already. You have to build something new every single day. No, don't find the book. The book is not a fun book. It's not one of those. So those, a lot of those Buddhist books, it's not fun to read. Okay, I think so too, Maria. I think so too. But I'm not recommending the book. It's something that I had to get about 8 years ago because I was trying to get to a space of understanding. New mercies, everyday facts. So we were born empty-handed and we leave empty-handed. After that, most valuable. I'm telling you, listen, I'm telling you. We ain't got nothing, and it's okay. Listen, a part of us being stuck, back to the comments, a part of us being stuck. One of the reasons why we get stuck and feel stuck, one of the reasons is when you are not sure of what they want. When you've been with somebody for so long and you're still not sure what the hell they want. Yeah, Candy, when you're not sure of what they want, one day they're good to you, next day they ain't. Boy, this is the best. Listen, understand this right here. It's the best way to control someone. The best way to control someone is when you don't know what they want. One day they feed you good stuff. Next day, bam, they salty, moody. They throw you away. And you know what we do? We wait around for the day again because we know on their good days it's so good, ain't it? We know on the good days it feels so good. Think about it. On the good days, it feels great. On the good days, it feels great. When they treated you good, they know how to do it. They know exactly what to do to make you feel loved, to make you feel wanted and desired. They know exactly what to do to make you feel. But if one person knows what to do to make you feel that, they know what to do to make you feel the other way too. We got to be careful. And so it keeps us stuck. They give you just enough to have you hold on to nothing. They give you just enough to have nothing in your hand, but you think that you do. Your whole time you're holding on to nothing, and you don't even know this. Nothing greater than my own damn peace, ain't it? Your own peace. It's pure cruelty, but it works, don't it? I think a lot of people misunderstand when I talk about these things. So, Kirk, you say that's fine? I'm not saying it's fine. I'm not saying that it is a good thing to do. I'm saying it works. People understand my content because I speak of something and they think I'm being mean. No, it's what people do. But that's not what should happen. We know, listen, I don't focus on what shouldn't happen. I don't talk about what ain't supposed to happen. I don't talk about what people ain't supposed to do. I could care less what they're supposed to, what they ain't supposed to, what they shouldn't do. That's not the point. The point is, if I see something that I don't agree with, I have to learn to separate myself. But many of us, we see what they are doing and keep saying, you ain't supposed to do it. And you stay. You ain't supposed to do this. This is mean. You shouldn't do this. This is mean. And we stay. I don't understand that concept. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But instead of leaving, we can point out the stuff that we don't like. This is wrong. This is wrong. You shouldn't. Men shouldn't do this. Women shouldn't do this. Who cares what shouldn't or should happen? Go to a place where you enjoy. Go to a place where you enjoy. Go to a place where you are welcome. Go to a place where you enjoy, you love being, you are celebrated, you are acknowledged. Go to that space where you are recognized. Go to that space. Don't worry. Listen, every time I hear people on social media talk about men are this and women are this and men are this, I'm like, why are you worried about what those men are that you don't want? Why are you worried about what those women are that you don't like? Why can't you focus on the ones that you want? Why is that so hard? So we on here talking about men, men and this. That's not all men are this. All women ain't this. There's no such thing as all or most. People doing what they want to do. People doing exactly what they want to do. But if you don't like what these men are doing, well, men think that they can. Well, then don't date those men. Date something else. I don't understand these dialogues. I don't understand these silly dialogue. Wow, what are we fussing about? what are we? Go towards what you like. Listen. Women are this, women are that, women are that. I chose one who I liked. The only problem is if what we want don't like us. That's the only problem. If what we like don't like us, then we have a problem. But we have to become, if what we like don't like us, I don't know what to tell you. I'm telling you, men this. Why are we talking about men? And people, man, listen, men this, all these men, all these women. I don't understand that. I don't get the fascination to talk about all men and all women. I think it's pointless. Why can't you just get It's like talking about, I don't like steak. Steak and this and steak this and steak. You gotta cook it for. Well, then don't eat the steak. Go get the chicken. But why are you making an entire life, an entire thing about the steak? Why don't you go get chicken? Eat some chicken. Cook it up. Stew it up. Season it with some garlic, some salt, some onions. You said something funny? I'm saying, listen, go get what you want. Who cares? Who cares about what men do, what women do? Go find one that likes you. Do you know when somebody actually likes you, they are actually, well, their actions and the behaviors will be as such? When you ask someone what they're looking for in a partner and they say everything they don't want, that's what we do. I'm from St. Vincent in the Caribbean. But sometimes what we like might like us. But as time goes on, the person loses interest. Yeah, sometimes people lose interest, just like how you lose interest. Listen, you have to understand. Listen, I think part of my wisdom or my knowledge or whatever you call it has come from looking at myself. It has come from looking at myself. So I can't. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? I think part of my wisdom has come from looking at myself. So instead of me asking, how come women lose interest? I have met women that I have lost interest in. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's perfectly fine. Hey, Aura. Maybe it's just, maybe I sucked. Maybe I sucked their life out of them. Maybe I was not doing the right thing. It happens. People will lose interest because I know for a fact that everybody that you went on a date with, everybody that you met, they didn't keep your interest. Not all. Thank you, Miranda. You gone? Seriously. Many of us have lost interest. Why can't they lose interest too? And when they lose interest, let them do good. Okay, good. Good. Go about your business. That's why we gotta take it slow. Even if it's your spouse, yes. Listen, you cannot categorize who, you cannot continue to categorize, how do you say that word? Categorize. You know what I mean. You can't put people, right? Oh, thank you, Miranda. You can't just put people, well, those people could abuse me and those can't. My mom could abuse me. My husband or my wife can't abuse me. This friend can abuse me, but you can't abuse me. It's wrong for you to abuse me, but it's okay. I don't listen. We call them spouses, right? We call them spouses. We call them partners. We call them family. It doesn't matter what you call them. The truth is, no matter who's doing the abusing, disrespect, you ain't supposed to be around them. Let me say it again. It doesn't matter who's doing the the abusing or the abuse, who is doing the disrespecting, who is doing the hitting, who is doing, the thing is, you ain't supposed to be around them. I don't care if there's a parent. Give me a second. Okay, can you all still hear me? I'm telling you, for real. Facts, Stacy. Can you all still hear me? My phone just went off. Don't have friends, how to feel happy from the inside. Okay, give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I gotta give my son a message. Hey, Joshua! I'm coming. I'm almost done. I forget what I said. You all know I forgot what I said, right? John is asking, do women like being approached? Do women like being approached? I think so. It just depends how you approach a woman. You can't just, hey, what's your name? I think that's so corny too. I think when you approach a woman, you're gonna be creative. Or when you approach a man, I think it's just how you do it. Hey, what's your name? Hey, you fine as hell. Hey, you so sexy. I think those are corny. I think those are the corniest way to approach somebody. Ooh, I think you're so, I think you're so sexy. Like, what do you want? Like, Jesus, cringy, ain't it? If you're a man on here, don't approach a woman, especially a decent woman. Maybe if they just, I don't know. Yeah, dude, You watch it from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hey, big up my Vincent people. I'm from St. Vincent too, Sanya. Big up yourself from St. Vincent. What part of St. Vincent are you from? I'm from Lomans. But yeah, it's cringy, ain't it? But listen, man. I forget, what was I saying before what was I saying, y'all? I totally forgot. What was I saying before that? Just don't say your legs must be tired different right to your mind. That's back in the days, ain't it? I forgot what I was saying. But listen though, the point of this video, the point I wanted to come on live, because I hear a lot of people speak about getting stuck. Thank you, Alicia. People talk about being stuck. Well, welcome, Darlene. Welcome. Thank you for joining. A lot of folks talk about being stuck. But I want to tell you, man, your feelings are just feeling something. But in all reality, don't trust your feelings so much. Okay. Sonia, I got you. Your feelings may be feeling like you're tired and you can't leave, but it's a lie. It's a lie. Now, I'm not telling you to just pick up and leave your spouse or your partner. That's not what I'm telling you. I don't tell you to break up with your family. I'm telling you, look at your life. Be honest with yourself. But if you only not leaving because you feel stuck, that means you want to go, but you don't know how to go. And sometimes that right there is harsh. That right there is, is the hard part. But we just have to understand, man. Sometimes we are only staying for certain reasons, and we gotta be honest with ourselves. We have to learn to trust ourselves. One of the things about being free is trusting yourself. You gotta trust yourself. To experience freedom and happiness, you have to trust yourself. And the thing about trusting yourself, right? The thing about trusting yourself, thank you, Christine. The thing about trusting yourself is knowing that no matter where life takes you, because I don't believe in the end. There's no end. I don't believe in ending. I believe wherever life takes you, life is there. And if life is there, you are good. You probably won't get used to it. You probably won't be used to it. And when you're not used to something, the first thing you say, oh, I don't like, this don't feel good. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. I don't like, cut with all this. A lot of us, we suffer with this like and dislike. What you like and what you don't like will cause suffering. What you like and what you don't like both causes suffering. One causes you to be stuck. One causes you to suffer, what you like, and what you don't like causes you to resist. It causes you to resist. One, you can't leave alone. Next thing, and the other one, you can't resist. You try to resist, and what you resist comes to you. So we have to understand what you like and what you don't like sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, April, how you doing? Long time no see. But what about mixed signals? Mixed signals, I said this once, for the sake of your mental peace, for the sake of your mental health, for the sake of your own happiness, your own peace, your own joy, for the sake of you being okay, mixed signal means no. That's what mixed signal really means. That's right, Beatrice. For the sake of your peace of mind, take mixed signal as a no. Because mixed signal is what I talk about. One day they give you that good feeling. One day they give you that good energy. One day they're sweet to you. They're taking your clothes off slowly. Slowly. What does the song say again? How does the song go? They're taking your clothes off slowly. Hold on. I gotta play the song because that just came to my mind. I can't. It's gonna be in my mind all day. Where the hell is my music? But they, they know exactly what to do. They know exactly how to do it. And then the next day, they treat you like they never did it. The next day, they look at you like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's going to be my jam for the next couple minutes after I get off this live. John said, Kirk Groovy. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Hey, Julie. But listen, for the sake of your mental peace, your happiness, your love, his Tank, Alicia. Tank is called slowly. His name is Tank. For the sake of your mental health, take mixed signal as a no. When people giving you mixed signals, separate yourself. Yeah, right, Belinda. When people are giving you mixed signals, separate yourself because that's one of the most biggest trick. It will F with you. It will make you confused and resilient. It will make you confused. It will make you stay in places where you don't belong. It will make you think all night, does he like me or what? I don't understand. Like one day he calls me and be nice to me, and then the next 2 weeks he goes, I don't understand. Then he calls me again like nothing happened. I don't understand. What am I supposed to do? Listen, for your sake, to not have all that shit in your mind, no. And when they come back, no. But I don't understand. I treat you good. No. We good. Because I'm telling you, people do that. People do that for control. I stayed because I thought that I was pleasing the Lord Jesus Christ as a great Christian. Listen, Jesus is already pleased, and he left this earth and died for your sins, and he's in a place in heaven where he's pleased up in heaven. Listen, this is what religion, listen, I don't want to talk about nobody's religion, but we got to be careful with his religious beliefs. Listen, this suffering that we be doing, that right there, a matter of fact, I made a video. Listen, I made a video and people was against me for saying it, but one place where I don't meet people is church. One place that I tell people to not meet people is in church. Because church will F with your mind, your expectations will be, when people start to be themselves, you think that something, I don't want to say the devil. People will blame the devil for what they are doing, for their cheating, and a good Christian woman will stay because you think it's the devil too. A man will tell you, yeah, he's a devil. A man will tell you, yeah, he's a devil, why I'm cheating, and you're like, you're right. Let's go to the exorcism, and he have a choice. You are gonna be careful with this religious stuff. So, right or right, sometimes common sense is common sense. It's free. Yeah, Michelle. Don't blame yourself for it. Listen, if we stay and we suffering, you know what the Spirit says? The Spirit makes you free. It sets you free. And who Christ have set free is free indeed. That stuff that we experience ain't freedom. That's suffering. That's pain. We have to be careful with this religion, this religious belief. Relationship has their own relationships. It seems like relationship is like an unknown territory. Relationships is in a whole different rules for many people because in our minds, our programming don't support relationship. Our programming do not support relationship. Many of us, our programs don't support relationship based on how you grew up. The program that you have just don't support relationship, and we have to understand. And if your program don't support relationship, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind so that the program is tuned into attracting healthy relationship. Some of our programs is only supporting unhealthy relationships based on what we saw, what our parents did, how our father left. You know what I'm saying? How our father did to our mom to our father, and we have taken it in based on how we reacted and how we felt. We take it in the program. And when we take in the program now, when you open your eyes, all you see is the program. You don't see a relationship, you see the program. But you're just going for the relationship that matches the program. That's all we are doing, so we have to be careful. These programming don't support relationship. So now, I have a lot of people coming to me, I have a lot of clients trying to reprogram their minds when it comes to relationship. It's Kirk. This is my problem. No, that is not your problem. You think that's your problem. That's your surface. Your problem is the programming. How about we change the programming? But how do we do that? Well, that's why you came to me, right? Let me change your programming. Because your programming supports what you have. Some of our programs supports cancer, and some of our programs supports breast cancer and diseases and headaches and suffering. It's a program that you are running. Your program supports poverty, it supports wealth, it supports your health, it supports your fitness. It's all a program. It supports your diet, what you like, what you don't like, what you eat, what you don't. It's all a program. If you switch the program, everything switches in that experience. You have to learn to change your programming. What's up, Brandy? How you doing? You got to learn to switch your programs. And when you do that, you will attract exactly what you want. You will realize that some people, do you notice that some people can just have anyone that they want? Some could have anyone that they want. But you just can't find a job. Do you want to see that? Some people, I swear to God, some people could just have a healthy relationship. They have people who don't cheat, people who treat them good, people who respect them, but they can't find a job, they can't find a career, and you don't understand. You have a perfect career, you can't get a good relationship. Some people don't even try to eat healthy, but they're thin. Some people try to eat their best healthy, but they're big. The program that we are running just supports what it supports. And we have to understand, when it comes to relationship, it's based on a program. You all think it's based on the men and the women out there. It's the programming. It's the programming. It's just the programming. Because you can attract, listen, one thing that I have learned in my what do you call it? One thing I have learned in my, I don't want to say awakened, because that might make people think that I'm awakened. On my journey, one thing that I have learned in my journey is that we attract everyone. We attract everything. We attract every damn thing out there. We attract the ugly, the pretty, we attract the narcissists. We attract the good, kind, loving people. We attract beautiful. We attract ugly. We attract high, low. We attract everything. We just attract everything. But for some reason, we keep going for the same one. Because that's what the program, that's what you recognize. You easily pick out that one. You easily pick that one because it matches the program. You know, like when we see, exactly, Tiana, you know, like when, have you seen The Matrix? When in The Matrix, you saw those little green little things coming down, those green lines and letters and numbers. It's a program. You are in that, and that's what you are seeing based on a program. But there's a way to change the program. We send off different frequencies based on the energies, the thoughts, the feelings. Listen, we attract every damn thing. The law of vibration or of attraction, you attract everything. They tell you that you attract what you are, which is true, but you attract everything out there because what you are everything. So therefore you attract everything. You don't just attract the needy, you attract the ones who don't need you. A lot of times, it's not that we don't attract people who don't need us financially and stuff. We attract the ones who don't need us. But a lot of times we are so used to attracting people who we got to give and give and give to that when somebody got to give to you in return, you don't feel comfortable. Who am I talking to? We don't see it that way. A lot of times, it's not that we attract broken people. It's what we are used to. Because when you find somebody who is put together, you feel insignificant. Because you don't have to give. But now you're taking. Now somebody is teaching you. Now you don't know what to do. You feel they probably don't want me because I don't give. See, a lot of times it is disguised, our giving, and what we find these broken people and these needy people, it's disguised under a fear that if I find somebody who is established, they probably won't like me. All right now. I know. Programs. I remember I met this lady. And when she came to my house, this is years ago. I remember she came to my house one time. And when she saw what I had in my house, she felt uncomfortable. Because the person that she just left was a man with nothing. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a career. He didn't have no money. No place. He didn't have anything. He mooshed off of her. So when she left, when she experienced me, she's like, I don't feel comfortable. I feel like, she said, I feel like I'm a puzzle piece because you don't even need me. Understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying, because we don't understand this part. A lot of us only attract the needy because that's what you can support. Because when somebody is giving to you and being strong and being, you feel uncomfortable. You're scared. They won't want me because they won't want me. We have to understand part of our program. So it's not that we attract only the needy. We notice those ones, but we attract everything. We attract the healthy, the living, the dead, the undead. We attract the beauties, the uglies, the dusties. We attract high frequency, low frequency. We attract givers and takers. We attract it all. I'm telling you, we attract it all. But in the matrix that we live in, we only recognize this. This one has a strong pull. Some things have a strong pull based on the program that you're. It's like, what's your favorite food? Let's say cheesecake, right? Let's say cheesecake. let's say your favorite, right? Miranda, we know it's cheesecake, right? Let's say your cheesecake is your favorite food. Christine, you go to a restaurant and you know, right? Listen, you know, I probably should eat a salad. And you're eating your salad, right? You're eating your salad. You're eating your salad. And you saw the waitress walk past by with some cheesecake. All of a sudden, your salad is just not really that beautiful anymore. Hey, wait, can I ask you a question? What kind of cheesecake was that? Because the pull, it begins to disturb you. It begins to distract you. I know I should be eating the salad, but the salad is healthy. It's peaceful, ain't it? The salad is good for you. It's alive. It's nutrients. It's nutritious. But the pull of the cheesecake, the memory, it's not because it's good for you. Listen, let's come to a little awakening. It's not because it's good for you. It's not because it's better for you. It's not because it loves you back and it does right by you. It's because the pull is overwhelming. It's called energy. It's called what you recognize. It is called what you are going towards. So you attract the damn salad, you eating it, and it came to you, but the cheesecake, who's not even trying, the cheesecake just passed. It didn't even say hi. It didn't even wave hello. It didn't bother you at all. But the pull, damn, it begins to do. A lot of us, that's how we select relationships. The ones who are good for you just don't give you the pull. So you say, hey, the chemistry wasn't there. Let me say it again, because I think you all missed it. I think you all missed it. I think you just missed what I just said. The ones who are good for you, the chemistry wasn't there. The pull wasn't there. It was absent. And since the pull wasn't there, I don't know. I can't. It's not. I just not. Oh, I'm not attracted to it. Yeah. Tell me I'm lying though. Tell me I'm lying. Cheesecake has cheese, eggs, and right? That's fruit and fiber, right? But tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Hey, Star Johnson, how you doing? I'm not lying. Many of us, we are controlled. We don't even realize it. We control and we don't even see it. And then you complain, I only attract this, I can't. You can. It's just not really, you don't notice it. It's like you don't have no pull. The pull is kind of weak. But them damn toxic shit, them toxic stuff, that thing has some strong pull, don't they? The more toxic it is the stronger the pull. Going to be your worst nightmare. Them pulls be just, oh shoot. Have you ever with somebody and they just have this power over you, and you don't even understand why. As soon as you hear their voice, oh my God, you will keep rereading those text messages. You will be reading messages, their messages like. you, you, oh, Lord, it's not funny, you know. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. You will open your phone just to read their messages. I can't believe he said this. Aww. Listen. Oh my God. He asked me how I'm doing. Oh, he crazy. What you doing again? Oh, he asked me what I'm doing. Where you at? Good morning, beautiful. Oh my God, he said good morning, beautiful. When I tell you good morning, beautiful, you don't even respond. You don't even respond. No one is toxic. You don't even. Somebody else tell you, hey queen, good morning. You know, you're so thirsty. You're so thirsty. But the ones who don't text you back, oh, he said good morning 2 days ago. Oh my God. We crazy. It don't make no sense. So here's my point. You all know, for me saying all these things, you all know my point? You want to know what's my point though? It's the truth. You want to know what's my point in saying all this? You're not a victim. You contribute a lot to your own situation. You're not a victim, ma'am, sir. You're not a victim, sir, ma'am. You're not a victim anymore. You contribute just as much. You contribute just as much to your own situation. I think we believe that we have nothing to do with our situation. We really believe that we have nothing. See, this life that I create, I have nothing to do with it. I'm laughing, but it's ridiculous. We really believe this life that I create, the life that I have, my finances, my body, my health, my this, my relationship, my this, I have nothing to do with it. What? That's what we say. It's not so. You pinpoint it's because of him, it's her, it's my mother, it's my father, it's my sister, it's Jesus, it's God, it's God's will, it's cake and weed and cigarette and alcohol and toxic people and narcissists. And if it wasn't for them, I won't be this. I said, if it wasn't for them, I won't be this. If it wasn't for them, I won't be this. Hey, if it was, ain't that something though? That's what we do. What do y'all think we do? That's exactly what we do. That's what we do. So we don't take responsibility for this. And until you do that, you want to be Baxter. You all know I have a lot of talents. I have a lot of talents that I don't show. I have a lot of talents now. I don't know how. But I had a long life of trying things and doing things. I have a lot of talents that I don't really give off because I don't really care for them. I have a lot of talents, man. I do a whole lot. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you. Accountability is a must. I got it. Thank you. I hate texting. It's for a short convo, not a full conversation. I will cut it some boundaries on you're gonna take. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm telling you, but we have to understand. This is a part. You have to change your programming. You have to stop being bored with people. I know this particular person. I'm not gonna say who she is. That woman get bored so fast. And the thing is, she meets actually good men. She actually meets. That's my ringtone. Tim gonna make that my ringtone. She actually meets good men. But the program is off. It's whack. The programming is completely whack. She began to think, everybody's gonna leave. And once you begin to think that way, everybody's gonna leave. Everybody's gonna leave. You begin to do shit that makes them leave, and you don't even realize it because you can't see it that way. All you see is what you think. Everybody's gonna leave. And once you believe that, you begin to do things. You begin to do nonsense. You know, a lot of people, hey, Alyssa, a lot of people. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? You don't know I like asking questions, right? Hey, Karen, how are you doing? 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 I'm okay. You okay? How many of us get to a certain point in a relationship or in a dating, when in the talking stage? How many of us get to a certain point in a talking stage where at a certain point we get scared? We get anxious. Exactly, Miranda. We get anxious. We don't know what to do. So we start to panic. Will they like us? Will they like me? Will they leave? Will they ghost me? And we begin to feel a little anxious. Oh, they say you? Be honest now. Let's be honest. Let's look at our programming. Because there's a programming that supports that belief system. You too, Miranda. Listen, we have to understand it's a program. It's not all of us. I'm a man that if I come like this, I'm going to maintain this same situation. I'm going to maintain this same energy. Because whether you go or stay, I could care less. Whether you go or stay, I'm perfectly fine. This is when you got to trust. See, whether you go or stay, See, if you believe this switch in your belief system. Listen, I want you to tweak it just a little bit. Can I help you tweak it just a little bit? Can I help you tweak it just a little bit? Please, can I assist you? You have to understand whether you go or whether they stay, I'm perfectly fine. When you understand this, just that belief system, whether they go or whether I stay, I am perfectly fine. You ain't got to do nothing else. You will remain who you are because it doesn't affect you either way. I'm doing this because I want to do this. So whether they go or whether they stay, I am perfectly fine. I don't have messed up thoughts. I don't have self-inflicted belief. I don't have things about myself that I think is about me. It's not always me. Some people just don't want you because of them. It's not because of you. It's because of them. And you have to understand it's not always you. But you keep thinking that it's about you because you like to punish yourself with guilt. See, you always think the problem is you. But you have to understand no matter what goes or what, that's what life is. No matter the breath that comes and the breath that goes. And you're still perfectly fine, ain't you? Think about it. The breath comes. That same breath is what leaves. Ain't you still fine? Ain't you? Think about it. That same breath is one breath at a time. One breath comes, you inhale. And that same breath, you cannot take another one until you release it fully. True or false? So that same breath comes, that same breath goes. But how much are you thinking every day? Every time I breathe, I'm worried. Every time I breathe in, I'm worried that I have to release it. No, you don't think that because it's your program. It supports your program. Your program supports it. Your breath is nice and flowing. Your breath is perfectly fine. It's safe to breathe. Go ahead and breathe. Your program says, go ahead and breathe. You're fine. Don't worry. Your last breath is not coming anytime soon. Breathe. Just breathe. Waste the air. Talk trash and judge people with the same breath that you breathe in. Judge people. Be angry. Think that you ain't worth it. Think that you are trash. The same breath that gives you life, kill yourself with it. I probably shouldn't say that because I don't want Facebook to, oh Lord, I probably shouldn't say that. Am I talking to somebody, man? I know this wasn't the conversation that I was going to have. But am I talking to somebody? Do you all feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Life is something like that, Miranda. Miranda, yes, something like that. Am I talking to seriously? Am I talking? We have to understand. So when you're dating people, whether you stay, can you all text it on the screen? Can you all put it on the screen? Whether you stay or whether you go, I am still perfectly fine. So you don't have to act up anxious, worried about if they're gonna go, if they're gonna stay, if they're gonna do this. Whatever they wanna do is their business. That's their life. It's their choices. I want you all to be present. Whether you go, whether you stay, on me. You know, in a relationship, the power of understanding and trusting yourself, the power of trusting yourself is that I don't have to think, I don't have to go out there. When my wife leaves my house, I'm not worried about what she's doing. Actually, I don't think she's home yet. She goes to work in the morning. She's a pretty lady. I know boys like her. I know boys look at her. She has pretty eyes. She's gorgeous. Wife is gorgeous. But my wife knows one thing about me is this. Whether you go or whether you stay, I am just fine because I have to trust myself. I have to trust myself. I am just fine. Right? So now, I don't have to worry about, is she cheating on me? Is she lying to me? I'm gonna check her phone. Because whether she's doing that, if she go or stay, I am just fine. And it's not because I don't love her, it's because I love. So therefore, if she wanna go ahead in peace. I know we have kids, I know we have a home and cars and houses and properties, but go in peace. Lord, I think that you don't believe me sometimes when I talk this, but that's what I practice. So instead of me feeling anxious, why would you, if you had a choice, next question, if you had a choice and to be anxious and to be peaceful, which one would you choose? If you had a choice to be anxious or to be free, which one would you choose? You'd be peaceful. What if I tell you that you had a choice? What if I tell you, what if today God is speaking through me and God said, hey, you have a choice. You don't believe me, right? Well, then why don't you have peace? If you have the choice, why not choose peace? You can't control what nobody do. You can't control what nobody does. You can't control where they go. You can't control who they sleep with, who they want. Somebody said the other day, it is so disrespectful to have a wife and she likes someone else. Man, please, relax. Y'all think about the wrong thing. Other than he shouldn't be looking at another woman. Why not? He have eyes. She has eyes. You think I'm the only one that exists? You are thinking too much. We going past what's the nature. We going past nature. We are trying to F with nature, and it's not working. It's making us mad. It's making us anxious. If my wife finds somebody attractive, that is her, as her own body, her own mind, her own memory, what she identified with. That's her business. What am I fussing about? Whether you go or whether you stay, I am Now, don't get me wrong. I might be a little hurt. But hurt is not always something that's wrong. Sometimes hurt is right. Let me tell you why hurt is right sometimes. If you walk in barefoot and you step on a nail, you need that hurt because that hurt lets you know something is wrong. Something is off. Something has happened. If you felt no pain, you will be stuck in a nail within your foot, giving you tetanus and all this stuff. Your foot gonna cut off. Exactly. So you need that pain to tell you something is wrong. Sometimes it is necessary to feel pain. This is what Miranda was saying. Pain is not always a bad thing. Sometimes you're going to miss who you are with. You're going to miss them, but it's okay. Because to be honest, my company is great with myself. I love my own company. Not saying I don't want somebody else's company, but I love my company. The problem is, at a certain point in a relationship, and I want you all to take what I'm saying. A matter of fact, I want you all to screen record this. Screen record this. Go ahead and screen record it right now. Go ahead and screen record. At a certain point, go ahead and screen record. Screen record. Screen record. At a certain point in a relationship, if you don't get that under control where you are peaceful, you are relaxed, and you are letting life flow, if you don't get to that point but you are anxious, you're scared, you're insecure, what you're going to start doing, that energy will take over your actions. It will take over your mind. It will take over everything that you have. So your behaviors will change. Your attitude will change. And you will make that into a fact. It will happen. Many of us are creating our own demise and not even realizing it. It's you being doing it. You're the one that does it. Because every time you get to a certain place in a relationship, you begin to resist. You begin to resist. You begin to be scared. You begin to become anxious. You begin to be insecure. You begin to remember and you begin to imagine them leaving. You imagine, and what you imagine with plus a feeling, that is manifestation. That's what it is. When you can imagine something, imagine the end of it, imagine it happening, and put a feeling of fear and insecure. You are putting that energy, building the thought and the intention, and you are creating a whole life. You have been doing this whole time, and you don't even know. This is why you keep saying, every time I get here, things go south. You don't even know how much power you had in that. How much accountability, and you don't even know how much. And that's the scary part, because nobody teaches us this. Nobody teaches us this. You have to remain calm and soft and loving and says, if I know I'm going to be okay, if you leave, then why am I acting the fool? Why am I looking for things? Why am I checking your phones for? Why am I doing all these things? Why am I resisting? Why am I scared of the end? Why am I fighting? Just be. Just be. See, if you're not scared of the end, then you're okay. See, if you're afraid of death, you're going to try to be too careful. And you're going to try to not fall into it. And by you not trying to fall into it, you are pulling it towards you. You are attracting it even stronger. You all don't understand the power of fear and resistance. The more you fear and the more you resist, you draw that what you fear closer towards you. You draw it closer and closer and closer. But guess what? If you don't fear, whatever happens, it happens. It's done. It's good. If you trust, see, we are trying to trust others. I don't trust nobody. It's hard to trust. It's because you trust in the wrong thing. You trust that everything is going to be fine. That's where trust comes in. You trust that you are perfectly fine. No matter, listen, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Because thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Though I walk through the valley, it means that anything could happen, but I fear no evil, because I know thou art with me and I am going to be just fine. And if I know I'm going to be just fine, I'm going to walk with I know, listen, imagine. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? I know I'm yelling because I think I'm coming to a point where I'm telling myself to. I'm talking to myself. I'm not even talking to you all. I think you all was gone. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I have a good question. If I tell you you're going to meet a person tomorrow, and the person that you meet, you are going to live with that person, you're going to marry that person, you're going to desire this person, and the marriage is going to last until both of you have left this planet. Would you still be scared to start? Would you be scared of year 1? Would you still be scared of month 4, month 5? Would you still be scared to not do what you want to do because of all these dating rules? Would you not do it? Would you be scared? Would you resist it? You won't be scared anymore. It will flow because you become yourself. It becomes yourself. So I'm telling you, if I'm telling you that you are going to be just fine. If I convince myself I am perfectly fine, then I have no fear anymore. I do exactly what I want to do. I'm free to do it because I have no fear of the end. I know where I'm going to end up. See, many of you want life to go exactly where you want it to go. For me, wherever life takes me, I'm going. I don't know more than life. I don't know the lessons that he's trying to teach me. I'm going. Matter of fact, let's go. You ought to be scared. I put so much. You know what I do all day? And me doing this naturally, my wife experienced this too. I put so much in myself that naturally I feed her. I put so much in myself on a daily basis that I feed her, I feed my kids. I'm the one who maintains this spiritual level. Right? I'm the one who maintains this physical level, the spiritual level, this level of healing and health in this home. So I feed her, but understand, you have to keep feeding. You can't give it all to. Listen, one thing I do with my wife, man, with my spouse, I make sure she's free to do what she has to do. She's free to evolve in her career. She's making sure that she had, listen, get your life exactly how. Don't use this marriage as an excuse to not be where you want to be. Don't use this relationship as a reason to not grow. Do not use this. Do it. Kirk, I have to go to such and such. Do it. Kirk, I have to deploy next year. Do it. Kirk, I have to. The kids are fine. Do it. Because I don't want no excuses. None. Because when you have a fulfilled person, whether a man or a woman, life is so much better. When somebody is self-fulfilled, I know I don't have to give you that much. I can actually be me. And you can be you. And life, the relationship is so much healthier. Because I'm not afraid. I can't be afraid. And if I invest in her so much, if I invest in her, and I'm talking real, if I invest in her so much that after a while she realized, Kirk, you're no longer my type. I gotta continue. Listen, at least I know. At least I know when you left me, you was better than how you found me. Amen? Amen? We be scared, to invest in a person and they leave you. Let them leave. You're supposed to make them better anyways. They're supposed to leave you increased. You want nobody. That's pride. You put that pride. Listen, I want your money to be better. I want your health. Because when you go, you should be better. We want to control. We want to give them just enough so that they can stay. Man, listen. No. Do people from India, China, and other Asian countries naturally have the mindset you have? Describing, they are taught it because people from those countries seem to have a lot of natural emotional control. You know what? These are a lot of teachings. And I think those countries are open to these teachings more than these Western countries. And I think that's a lot of teachings help in that area, those control, Cliff. So I think those teachings will actually help. I think now we just scared. We are always scared. We think it should be this way, it should be that way. I don't want to go this way. I'm scared to go that way. All we do is panic. I'd rather see you better. Exactly. I'm just telling you the truth. We be getting insecure. Let people leave in peace. So, when you dating, do premarital counseling, Kirk. You know what? I've been asked to to be honest, I've been asked to do marital counseling. And ain't that crazy? For couples. I never thought I would get there, but you never know what life takes you. This country promotes social services, all about money, never accepting these teachings. Yeah. I want you all, when it comes to dating, no matter what happens, you got to trust yourself. And trusting yourself is knowing that I am perfectly fine. I am here. I am okay. Whether you go is not because of me. And if you stay, it's not because of me. You stay because you want to be here. Or you go because you want to be here. Seriously. You stay because you want to be here. And you go because you want to be, you don't want to be here. Sometimes it's not about me. So I can't always beat myself up every time I get here. But understand, the power in resistance is very strong. Whatever you resist, if you resist the thought stays. If you resist an emotion, it stays with you for years. If you resist a lifestyle, you can't. You got to stay in it for a long time. You say, you seem like the type of dude. I'm not a dude, man. I'm a grown man. But I feel, that's not easy to persuade it into something spontaneous. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm actually a spontaneous person. I don't do plans. I don't do schedules. My life is very open and free. Not crazy. You will be excellent. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. But listen. I think I went for, how come you all didn't tell me I've been talking for so long? I've been talking for 105 minutes. What's that? 90 minutes. I've been talking for like 2 hours? Y'all got me talking for this long? And you all just here, just letting me go for almost 2 hours? Okay, if you want a consultation, go ahead and inbox me or go and email me. My email is in my website. I mean, it's on my YouTube. So just send me an email. I think I have my number on there too. But just shoot me an email, okay? And we can talk if you want a private consultation. 2 hours and some, right? Y'all got me here talking. So continue. You all, thank you, Candy. Listen, it was good seeing you guys today. It's always a blessing to see you guys, right? I come on here to speak, but I understand a speaker with no audience is useless, right? So I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate your presence. I respect your presence. So I thank you for being here, and I thank you for just sharing your energy here and in this chat and on here, because this is a platform. So your energy adds to the growth of this platform. So I appreciate you guys. All right. So just know that. Hey, Sia, how to respond to getting enticed into something naughty by your lady alone and safe area other than your house? I don't know. I don't understand what you mean. How to respond to getting enticed? Listen, to be honest, I live in a life that if I want to do something, I do it. If I don't want to do that, I just don't do it. I don't really. Well, I'm at a stage in my life now. I'm 40 something years old, man. Like, I'm 40 something years old. If I don't want to do it, I ain't doing it. I'm not getting, I ain't the one to get influenced and enticed. If I ain't doing it, I ain't doing it. That means I'm not coming around it. That's why I don't hang out with certain people. If I ain't doing it, I ain't doing it. I'm 44 years old this year. I don't hang around with women. I don't go meet women, because them situations put you in place them stuff put you in situations where you might just do something stupid, because I can't I can't depend on my willpower. F that. I just don't put myself in situations where I'm gonna do something stupid and then say it's a mistake, because it's not a mistake. You know what I realized when I realized this, right? When I understood this, you don't make mistakes. We're grown people. And my wife knows the man that I am. Right? She understands, and that's why she's not scared. That's why people put the comments, and she watches my content. She don't care what nobody says. She's very secure in our relationship. So she knows who I am. And so she's not scared easily that I might do, because I understand. If I want to do it, I can't say, baby, I'm sorry, it's a mistake. Because she knows I don't make mistakes. I don't make mistakes. You don't either. Believe it or not, you don't make mistakes either. Ain't that crazy? You don't make mistakes. We are grown. The only time I make a mistake is if my foot tripped over the other foot and I didn't know that it was coming and I fell. But me calling you and texting you and going to your house, it's not a mistake. It's a choice. It's a decision. We make decisions. So the thing about me doing something silly and my wife finding out is that she knows that this is my choice. I don't make mistakes. I'm too old to make mistakes. I can't. So all this is a mistake. I can't tell my wife that that's a mistake anymore. I'm 44 years old. Why am I still doing this? This is a choice. We all have them. It's choices. I don't care how hard it is. Then she will be just exactly right. Exactly, Miranda. I don't care how old I am. It's a decision. I'm grown. I take pride in being. And when you can make decisions, you realize, hey, if I want to do it, I'll do it. It's not a mistake, though. If I go over there and want to sleep with her, it's not a mistake. I'm going to do it. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. But it's not a mistake. So I can't tell you it's a mistake and then make her feel better, because she know I'm lying. It's not a mistake. So why even do it? Why even put myself in it? I don't want to do it. I understand that shit brings pain and suffering. I don't want to do it. Not because I don't want to. Right? I mean, listen, I'm a man. I still find attractive, you fine as hell. But I know if I do it, it brings pain and suffering. I don't want to do it. I said this before, people don't understand. But when I said this, I don't want to hurt God's people. But you God's people too, well, you understand. I don't want to hurt God's people. Why bring God's people, which is my family, my people, more suffering and pain? I don't want to do that. I resign from bringing pain. I don't want to do that. But, damn, she's fine though. But I'd rather not. Because I know, this is what you know sometimes. After a while, you grow up and you become a psychic. See, when you grow up, you become a psychic. We all are psychics. We are all psychics. If I see you and I take your clothes off, I know what's going to happen. Don't you? It's psychic. That's psychic knowledge. If I take your clothes off and I'm attracted to you, I know what's going to happen. And if I take my clothes off too, I know the next step And once I take the next, but that clothes off, and I put whatever I put somewhere, and you take it. And that ain't no mistake. I know what coming, and then I know what happens next. The truth is, I have a woman. I can't have you. I know I can't have you. I know I can't keep you. And then I know you're gonna call me because I know I'm good. I'm just playing, but I'm serious. I know. I'm passionate now. I'm a very passionate man. How I speak, I'm passionate. See, things don't bring me passion. I bring things passion. I bring things passion. So I'm a very passionate man. When I speak, when I eat, when I drink, I experience life fully in all things. I experience life in all things fully. That's what I do. I have trained myself to do this. But I understand what happens next. Somebody's going to feel pain. Somebody will feel pain. Somebody will cause suffering. Somebody will be suffering. So somebody asked me once, but what if I already know somebody asked me this for real. What if I already know what I'm coming into and I won't suffer? No. You good. Then you might just destroy me. Alyssa said that pee-pee is a mess. But I'm saying, I'm a psychic. I know if I sleep with you, this happens next. Then if my wife finds out, then she's gonna feel this, and then to look at her in the eyes, I can't look at her in the eyes, sleep in the same bed with all these emotions. I'd rather not. That's too much. I'd rather go to sleep and, next to her feeling peaceful. She ain't gotta check my phone still. She don't have to check nothing because she's peaceful. That's what I rather. And therefore, my life is based on the path of least resistance. You know what it means? The book that we're reading now for the membership is which chapter is it? Oh, the law of least effort. The law of least effort. I think that's chapter 4 or 5. I don't wanna experience that. It's too much. Miranda, I just don't want to experience. So I'd rather not. I'd rather just, I'll do without. I'll do without. That's why the thought of it is the sin. Because the thought of it creates it. The thought of it creates it because the thought with the feelings, you already done it in your mind. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to go there. It's not even worth it. So it's not because I'm a good man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you all assuming it's because I'm a good anything. It's not because I'm a good man. It's because I understand what comes next. And I don't want to bring that pain on nobody. I don't want to bring that suffering on nobody. Nobody deserves that type of pain. So because when she hurts, I hurt. So why even hurt myself? Because if I do it, I'm hurting myself. Because now, look, she's looking at me, and she hurt, and she's crying. When she's doing that, I'm hurt because she hurts. Why do I want to do this? It makes no damn sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all, so I'd rather not do it. No, I'm good. Yeah, I want it. Yeah, ooh, I think I wanted it. Ooh, he looks good. Ooh, no, I'm okay. It's just not worth it. It's just, some things just ain't worth it, man. But it took me a long time to realize it. Miranda, I'm weak, you said? Yeah, I'd rather not. We have to understand that we have, in all our suffering, we have something that we have contributed to our suffering. And we got to be careful with the suffering. You contribute things to your own suffering, stop contributing it. I ain't contributing it. If I suffer, let me suffer because I'm surprised. Let me be surprised. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Right? Oops, somebody running. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Oh, I can't believe this happened. I don't want to add to my own suffering. I'd rather not. Nah. Let me be free. So I'm just saying though. But, whew, it ain't easy all the time. It's harder when your marriage is sexless. I feel you that. I can understand that definitely. I understand that. It's not about worth. Suffering. I speak suffering. I speak about suffering. I don't want to add suffering. So even if it's suffering instead of worth, I don't want you to suffer. That means you must have a high worth. You have to find the relationship sometimes with my word. I'm talking about, you talk about worth. You see, know your worth. What is your worth? Do you know your worth? I mean, we say it all the time. Know your worth, girls. What's your worth? Tell me what's your worth. Because you didn't make you. So how do you know what's your worth? I didn't make you. I can't make a human. I mean, yeah, I can make a baby. But I cannot make you. If I use the dirt and use the tree, I can't. So I don't know your worth. You don't know your worth. It sounds good on social media. Know your worth, girls. What is your worth? Because the only way to know your worth is to know mine. I cannot know your worth until I know mine. I understand my worth. I don't want to cry. I don't want to suffer. So therefore, I don't make you suffer. Suffering is a part of life. Yet, some things are unnecessary suffering. I'm telling you. But knowing your worth, it sounds good. But I get what you're saying, though, Sharon. I get what you're saying. I understand. I'm not disagreeing. But I want you all to know, man. Is my video frozen? There you go, Miranda. Anyways, people, I have to go. You all have a beautiful, 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 beautiful day. Oh, okay. Is it working? Find out laws of what is happening. Something stops to get the point. But I was just saying, I know the worth, the worth thing. We say know your worth all the time, but we didn't make ourselves. So only the potter knows what the clay really is. Isn't that true? The clay cannot say to the potter. But what did that? I know we Bible scholars in here. What did that verse say? The clay cannot say to the potter what? Because the clay is the creation. The potter is the one who is the creator. The potter knows the clay's worth. We don't know our worth, but I know your worth by knowing my worth. No, I don't want to be abused or disrespected. And I love how I am. I love this life. So therefore, if I love this life and respect this life, then I must respect that one. The only way to know your worth is to know mine. There's nothing to know outside of you. I don't have to know your worth. I don't have to know who you are. I have to know who I am. If I know who I am, everything on the outside reflects it. That's it. But I don't want to bring suffering. If I love you and respect you, I don't want to bring suffering to you. So I understand suffering is too much. You all have a blessed day. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being happy with me. Thanks for, you all be blessed, all right? I'll see you guys later. I'm done. How do I stop this?